against the Raiders in Las Vegas. Shedeur's NFL debut came this past Sunday in a loss to the Ravens. He struggled, but now obviously he's going to have a full week of practice with the ones. And so, what are we going to make of Shedeur Sanders? What does he have to do this weekend, Shannon?
First, he has to go out there and ball, but you got to put it all on Front Street first. The man got kidnapped by the organization up front. They didn't want him, then they got him after Dylan Gabriel. Now they're trying to work the man back in. If he balls in his first attempt on the field, after having no snaps at practice with no starters, don't kidnap this man. My mommy wanted me, daddy didn't want me. If he balls this week, he has to start, and flat out, he's better than Dylan Gabriel. I done said it 100 times.
But I'll say it this way. I'll say it this way, not to you up there. That's what the narrative, you would think so, but my challenge to Shedeur is play a clean game. Play within yourself and allow your talent to take over when you have an opportunity to take over, right? I think so much is to be said about how Kevin Stefanski has handled this situation or has mismanaged this situation, but nevertheless, we're here now. Yeah. Figure it out and make it happen. What you got, Fred?
Yeah, I think last I checked, I'm old school, right? So injury can't allow you to lose your starting job. But the Browns are desperate, so who knows what they're going to do there. I think for Shedeur, he has to come in and show some consistency, right? Not just being in the moment, but show that he can just stack reps and stack plays and continue to go out there and make plays and not flinch, because he's talented. But what he's going to give them Sunday, who knows? It's all about the coaching staff, set him up, putting him in the right situations, unlike they did a week ago. Because when they were in the lead, they came out, they passed the ball. Set him up, have a run game, try to ease him into them, get some quick throw opportunities for him. And when you set him up that way, you give him an opportunity to gain confidence. Gain that confidence, that's what he needs, and then he'll be okay.
Y'all talk about what he needs to do. Let me tell you what he can't do. He can't look like last week. That cannot happen because let's call it what it is. I don't care what anybody say. A two-time coach of the year harbors some responsibility for that quarterback looking ill-prepared. That bothers me. They didn't put him in a position where he looked prepared. No cadence, no call, no anything. No work with the first team whatsoever at all. And when you know your QB2 is a rookie and your QB1 is an undersized dude that got to get the ball out of his hands inside of 2 seconds. Otherwise, he's a concussion waiting to happen, which is what happened. You got to have Shedeur Sanders better prepared than that. And I don't believe that Kevin Stefanski had him better prepared. So because of that, he goes out, he completes 25% of his passes. Now you made the announcement on a Wednesday, this is going to be your starting quarterback. Obviously, he's going to get reps with the first team. And because of that, you combine that with him going against the Raiders. The Raiders. This is the Raiders, y'all. We all know how they've looked this year. You've got to look better than that. Just make sure. He doesn't have to be spectacular or anything like that. He just has to look better than what he looked like last year.
We're bouncing around it. This game against the Raiders is his only chance. If Shedeur Sanders balls and this team wins, Shedeur Sanders is named the starter for next week. I don't care if Dylan Gabriel is healthy. I don't care if Dylan Gabriel looks like he could come back. If Shedeur plays well against the Raiders and wins, he should be the starter. Right. Inversely, if he doesn't, that's on him. Nobody's going to come up there and say Kevin Stefanski didn't prepare him. Nobody's going to come up there and talk about what he has around him. The Raiders are terrible, an absolute terrible football team. A team that the Cleveland Browns, with that defense, with Quinshon Judkins, with some of the pieces in Jerry Jeudy that you have around them, Tillman, you got to go out and make plays. And Shedeur Sanders has to know that this is not a game no more. You got your opportunity. Everybody in this gym been waiting for Shedeur Sanders to play. Right? So Shedeur Sanders better understand what's at stake this week. This is not about beating the Raiders. This is a career-defining moment as early as you can possibly have one, and he better approach it like that.
But is it just about a win? Because the Raiders are terrible. He just wins and doesn't play well.
He got to play well. He got to play well because you know the shrapnel of criticism is going to come in this direction. You know there's enough cats out there because of how everything is unfolded since entering the draft, how everything is unfolded. There's cats rooting for him, there's cats rooting against him. We think there's some people within the organization that don't necessarily want him to succeed within the Cleveland Browns. So knowing all of that, You got your opportunity. You're absolutely right, RC.
Yeah.
This is his moment. He's got to capitalize.
You laid out how bad the Raiders are, and no disrespect to the Raiders, but they are not a good football team. So if Shedeur just simply wins, then he solidifies the starting job.
No.
You think yes, RC?
No, absolutely not.
No.
He has to play well.
He has to play well.
Like, Shedeur Sanders has to be a reason why they win. Listen, Dylan Gabriel ain't done nothing to keep this job. Fred saying that you can't lose a job to injury, well, hell, you got to actually have a firm grip on it to not lose it to injury. This team has not played well. You got Myles Garrett's the best football player on planet Earth. He has 5 sacks and 4 sacks, and you still get your doors blown off. If you got a quarterback that goes in and does the simple things that Dylan Gabriel does, right? You got to do those, the coaching things. Right. Now go do something that he can't. Take hold of this job and win this game.
So to that point, I always say this, to the players that see one in. You don't have to do anything special to be special, right? It's a very common, kind of statement, but it's true. Now, if you look at the stat line at the end of the game, Shay, you say to yourself, hey, Shedeur Sanders had 2 interceptions, and those interceptions was bad interceptions, bad reads, whatever. He had 3 or 4 sacks. That was his fault. He didn't slide the protection the right way. Those are the type of things that we say, okay, you have to play well. Now, playing well doesn't automatically mean you have to throw for 250, 300 yards, or even 200 yards. Playing well is saying, hey, my read is right there, the mic point's right there, it's going there, and that's where the ball went. I gave my guy an opportunity. It tipped off of his helmet, and that's why it was an interception. Yep. It can't be because you're looking this way, and then you get your back blew off because you didn't slide the protection in the right way. Hey. Those are all things. Slow off. Whoa. Please. Give me grace. Give me grace. It was a football analogy, damn it. Like, slow down, bro.
Come on.
Slow down. I was trying to slide the protection and then. Okay.
You know what? Slide over.
I don't want your protection.
Let Shannon and Fred jump in. What do you guys think?
You want a guy to come in and save an offense that's already terrible. All that he's supposed to do, you saying slide the protection, get this right. It's a terrible offense he's walking into.
That's a fact.
So how is he going to go out here and ball when he's in one of the worst offenses in the league? So now you're saying go make your career in this terrible offense with limited weapons, with no protection. Hey, young man, go do your thing.
It's unfair, but he has to.
That's the point.
It's unfair, but he has to. There's no way around it. He doesn't play for anybody else. He plays for this Cleveland Browns team. He plays for this Cleveland Browns team that they're saying, when there's an offensive coordinator, Fred, there's a head coach that might not want to, where the GM wants him, the owner's willing to go there. He's got to do it no matter what the circumstance.
Yeah, there's a lot of bigger issues outside of Shedeur, but for Shedeur, he has to embrace this opportunity. He should be lighting up all this entire week ready for Sunday. You've been waiting on this moment. We've all been waiting on this moment. What you gonna do with it? That's what it comes down to.
We'll find out. We'll find out as the Browns will face the Raiders this weekend. And we'll have a lot to say about Shedeur Sanders, obviously.
Yeah, right.